an insightful talk by Professor Gautam Ghoshal, a governing board member, who will share his perspective on Aurobindo. Professor Ghoshal, the stage is all yours. Please give him a big round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. Pranam to all of you. Let me go straight to the point. The mystics have always been considered as outsiders, aliens, without any material roots. Now, this was not in the Vedas, neither in the Western tradition. So even in the West, we see that from Heraclitus through Plotinus, Blake, and finally to Sri Aurobindo, we have seen that matter is secret God. And Sri Aurobindo has said in a letter that the inner must prepare before the outer follows. It's a beautiful aphorism. The inner must prepare before the outer follows. Now, Sri Aurobindo had long labored to connect, to put a hyphen between what is above and what is below. And after having achieved the topmost siddhi, he understood that this is something to do with the world. Starting from the basic unit, the individual, then the collective, then society, then the world. And this is what he has said in his major books on society, world peace, and the human cycle, the ideal of human unity. And like Bertrand Russell, he has stressed a lot on the individual. Because in chapter 4 of the Life Divine, he has said that if one man in one corner of the globe is liberated, then it affects the whole world. Now in Aurobindo, what happens, Sri Aurobindo always says that man must develop brotherhood by rejecting or by sublimating the ego. Now, this is where Sri Aurobindo is keeping a balance between Marx and himself. That the individual has a great role in Aurobindo because individual is the conscious progressive. It gives you new ideas and society must respect it. On the other hand, the individual should not do anything which will affect the collective, the community. So that in this, following these thoughts, Sri Aurobindo and the mother had been thinking of, as I have said at the very outset, that the mystics are not alienated. They may be astronauts of consciousness. They are astronauts of consciousness. But at the same time, they are rooted firmly on earth. So what should we do? Heaven we have conquered, not earth. So this life has to be transformed. And they planned an experiment in Aurobindo, starting with this. And the problem is the human ego. And plenty of people thought that this is a nice place. We can build garden houses here. We can, until Jayanti ma'am came and destroyed that notion that no, this is not a place for the individuals for personal business. This is the place for the divine and for an experiment in collective living. And and we must come here as the charter says, as a willing servitor of the divine. So nothing is to be taken. And in this connection, two words are extremely important. I take it from the synthesis of yoga and also from the essays on the Gita. Sacrifice and surrender. Surrender is a slightly deeper word, but it's almost the same. What is sacrificed? All our baser instincts. Like in Tale of Two Cities, you will remember that just before Sidney goes to the guillotine, he throws away the last bottle of brandy to the ashes. So that is a symbolic rejection. Even Dickens was full of consciousness, and that was his best novel. And he wrote to Wilkie Collins, "Heaven knows I have done my best." So this has to be, the ego has to be abolished, and in the interest of the community, and there is a place somewhere we can live in harmony. We have to find it out. And Aurobindo is that experiment. Anu has explained beautifully and very methodically. In fact, I'm a great fan of Anu, because she articulates so well, and she knows also a lot of things, the details. So with these words, I would request you to collaborate with us and be with us, and if possible, give service to us in the name of the Mother. Thank you in the name of the Mother.